Welcome to Unsettle Yourself. This week's topic is all about drawing the line between something being scary and something being very exciting. So, I don't know if you've done anything in your life that has been extremely scary, but also at the same time extremely exciting. And you might have equal emotions about both. Um, but there's something in between that actually allows you to keep going forward. The excitement overcomes the scariness because there's courage involved. And it's having this courage that allowed me to do something that I didn't really think I'd ever do. So when I talk about unsettling, I have a few different instances and stories to share about how I've done that for myself, and some of them are unconscious unsettling, and some of them are conscious unsettling. So the conscious unsettling are the ones that I've chosen, that I've taken a particular awareness and consciousness of I'm going to do this thing because I'm tired of settling. And in this case, when it came to going on a 3-month road trip, it was really an unconscious unsettling. I had this, I would call it like an emotional breakdown where I just didn't know what I wanted to do with my life. That like everything felt chaotic basically in my mind. None of it made sense. And all of a sudden, I started to get these hints that I should go on this road trip. I started to find this website called Road Trippers, and I saw how fun it would be to go visit these different places, like roadside attractions that you hear about people randomly doing. It's not something that's really done all of the time. And I started to build this idea of going on a road trip. And it would obviously entail me to quit my job. And I decided on 3 months because I just felt like 3 months was a really good amount of time to get away and really get out of my comfort zone and visit new places that I had never been and try things that I've never tried before. And I was going to see people that I knew. I had family and friends all over. So there was this scariness to it because it's something so new and so different. I would be doing it alone. So there was this level of being afraid, but the excitement of choosing something different and choosing something that felt really authentic to me and that I could really feel was coming from the heart. Like I needed to do this because I kept getting these hits to go and do this thing. And really, a lot of people kept telling me, wow, that's really courageous. I could never do that. I could never go by myself. And I didn't see it that way at the time. It just really felt like something I needed to do. And even though I felt that need, it still felt really scary to have to do this and to do this on my own. And yet, there was really nothing that was stopping me. There were instances where people were like, well, what if this happens? What if this happens? And honestly, I had an answer for everything. And it was that courage that was stepping forward to say, I'm ready to feel the excitement more than I'm willing to allow this scariness to really hold me back and keep me where I've been. So when it comes to courage, it really is about making the decision and going with it and sticking with it and committing to yourself. So no matter what, I was like, I'm going on this road trip. I'm going to figure it out. I'm going to make sure that I have any of the answers or the what ifs or the maybes that could come up. I made sure that I had things in place so that if those things happened, then I was ready for it. And I made sure, like, I set boundaries around when I was driving and like time of day, things like that, and how long I would drive for to make sure I didn't set myself up for anything that was really, really like scary that could possibly happen. And at no point in time did I feel like I wasn't taken care of, that I wasn't making the right decision because I had already decided this is what I'm going to do and I'm going forward with it. And I made this plan. And sometimes the plan needed to pivot a little bit, but for the most part, I stuck with it because it just felt so right. And having the courage to make the decision to go in the first place is really where it started. So what I want to do to encourage you in your unsettling process is to think about the things that you have said you've wanted to do, you've wanted to try, but but you never really made that decision just yet. And really think about one that won't take a lot from you. It's a little bit scary, but also very exciting because you get to do this thing that you've talked about and wanted to do, and see if you can make that happen for yourself. Really, like try to make it something that doesn't have to be super big and elaborate. It could be something like one of the other things that I did is I took a surfing lesson because I had wanted to learn how to surf for so long, and it really just took me saying I'm going to do that. And I decided on when, and that's not going to take me a month or a year to figure out how to do. So something even small like that, of like I want to try this thing that I've said I want to do that I haven't done yet, that you could theoretically get done in a week. I want to encourage you to have the courage to decide to do that thing and to make it happen, to set yourself up to say like, okay, I have the financials for this, I know where it's going to happen, I know who I'm going to go with if you need to go with somebody. Get all your ducks in a row and make it so that you can't really poke holes in your plan, and then go out and do it. And I want to hear, if you do, what happens. So share that with me. I would love to hear about it. And this is my encouragement to go be courageous and to decide to do something you've always wanted to do.